all right? I'm tardy, y'all. This is the first set of readings we're doing for the month of April. I should have been had these out, but you know, Mercury retrograde just really jumped me in the alley. I really thought I was set. Then the last few days of Mercury retrograde just like I said, just beat me up in the alley. It's crazy. All right, but we are here for a lunar read. We're here to discuss the new moon and solar eclipse that took place in the sign of Aries on March 29th, okay, at the end of March, right? This is a sequel to the lunar eclipse readers. If you're into Rasante, check that out to see how the story unfolds. But this will basically be your closeout, your conclusion, seeing how you're ending to begin, if that makes sense, okay? Entering into some new chapter, era, or season of your life. This is, I'm hearing there's no debate. A lot of you guys either are being forced into that, you're walking into that, or you're repeating cycles. There's no other way. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Bookings are open. My pricing and contact information is in the description box down below. All the info will be in the pinned comment in the comments section. Follow my socials for my other shenanigans. Yeah. So new moons, as you know, they bring new ideas, new visions, new creations, new manifestations. So we're going to see how you're starting the month of April off. Check your chart. You could have sun or moon in a fire sign, but if I see any other placements, I will call them out. I've already pulled one card to see what your overall energy is. Well, basically how this new moon and solar eclipse has affected you. Mr. or Mrs. Cream. What? Cash rules everything around me. You being, a lot of you guys are a lot more, finding yourself a lot more financially focused, a lot more financially driven. Recover, retrace, and retry. So a lot of you guys I'm seeing are looking at reevaluating your finances, trying to figure out how to bring more money in, trying to figure out how to make your money stretch, what you should be investing into, what you should be budgeting on. That might be the music. I hear a siren. You okay? Yeah. It's like figuring out where I need to fix mistakes at financially. Okay. Spirit guys, how has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? Three of Wands, hi Aries, with the Knight of Wands. Hello Sagittarius. So fire sign showing up strong, fire energy showing up strong. You have the Knight of Wands and the Three of Wands. Some of you guys are wanting to venture out, try new things, new experiences, go new places, get outside your comfort zone, but more so in a way of you're wanting to expand yourself. You know, it's kind of like the older you get, the more experience you want to have in the world. And I see a lot of you guys are wanting to do that during this time. Knight of Wands, Seven of Wands, the Lovers, and the Seven of Swords. That's kind of crazy. I see the more you decide to change, grow, adapt, and evolve, you're also going to want to stay away from trifling. Seven of Wands, the Lovers, and the Seven of Swords. You're going to find yourself even more repulsed and turned off from, like I said, Seven of Swords, trifling behavior, saboteurs, is that the word? Self-sabotaging, you know, or sabotage coming from others. Shit, some of y'all, this is realizing you too good for somebody. Oh, the Lovers card is out here in regards to some sort of connection with someone. It's like someone here thinking that they always going to have access to you no matter what they do to you, no matter how they treat you. Seven of Swords and Seven of Wands. They got real shocked when user not available pops up in the search bar, or whenever that text bounces back, or the phone does not ring at all, or you don't pick up. It's like someone here really got their bubble bursted, figuring out that with the Three of Wands, you are off of them, right? Devil, Strength card. And it looks like somebody here who's a lot more concerned with having control or influence over people rather than actually having true interaction or connection with them. Some of you guys could have experienced this with a fellow fire sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Capricorn. I'm seeing you guys might also, whoever this is, you might experience them trying to like do things to antagonize you. It's like, oh, you don't want to do what I want you to do, I'm finna make your life hard. Or I'm about to just do things to make you, I'm gonna do something to make you address me. I'm gonna make it hard for you to be like be with it. What? As I see whoever this person is, they're going to try to challenge your integrity, your character, your morality. The Strength card is here. So they might try to overstep your boundaries, try to bait you into some sort of back and forth with them. And Three of Wands, I'm here, you got to keep your distance at all times and in all shape, form, and facets. In all shapes and forms. Because I'm here, you know, this person feeds off of your anger, your interaction. So it's just best that you just, that's crazy. I'm going to just say this. It's best you just pretend that they don't exist. I heard something else, but that's a wild thing to say. Spirit guys, how has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? Page of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of you guys are becoming, have been a lot more forward thinking as of recently, definitely due to this eclipse season, you know, sacrificing for the day to have for tomorrow, being a lot more long-term focused, you know. Four of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Two of Swords. I'm also seeing a lot of you guys are learning how to control your temper, your urges, your impulses, your desires. Four of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Two of Swords. If you know it's going to land you in some sort of hot water or some sort of bind, okay? So, you know, I see it in different ways. Some of you guys, like I said, this is not giving into your own impulses to do things that you know, like I said, is going to land you in hot water later on regarding your finances. So, you know, impulsive spending, frivolous spending, not putting money aside for future expenses. Some of you guys, this is in regards to people. You know, you might got an itch to scratch, and you know what I mean. You might got an itch to scratch, but it's not worth you being involved with the drama, being, you know, in some sort of bind or being in some sort of BS with somebody. Spirit guys, how has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? It's basically, consider this new moon and solar eclipse like your finished product. Like how this eclipse season shaped, well, how this eclipse season, Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde has changed you, has morphed you, has warped you, all right? The strength. So we had the Three of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Strength card. I see some of you guys coming out of this eclipse season a lot more, I don't think that's a word, having a lot more integrity, having a lot more, having a stronger character, a stronger discipline about yourself. You know, knowing what you have to do and what, you know, knowing what you should and shouldn't do, Three of Wands, in order to get ahead, in order to, like I said, grow and change as an individual. Nine of Wands, conquering, like I said, those urges and impulses and desires that you have. Now, like I said, probably don't lead to anywhere good, okay? Knight of Wands, Seven of Wands, and the Judgment card. Making a call to stay away from certain environments and certain people. Three of Cups. Some of y'all, you no longer have rosters or you're no longer a part of the roster. Fuck you mean? You know, I just heard I'm the one they can't reach. I don't like it. I'm the one they can't reach. Strength card and the Page of Wands. Not the one who's always available. You got to reach me by pigeon, okay? I'm not easily available. I like this. But you see, you know, you see how, you know, the Three of Wands, he kind of looks like he's in the air. It's like moving this way, behaving this way, being this way kind of gives you a bird's eye view, you know, of things. It kind of opens up your mind, expands your clarity on how you are received, how to carry yourself. what to avoid. Spirit guys, how has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? The Lovers. The Lovers with the Ace of Swords. Some of you guys could have children because the Page of Wands is out here with the Lovers card. Either you have children or you could be pregnant. Congratulations. Either way, I see some of you guys, there could be, you know, things regarding a child that's going on. Ace of Swords, documentation, contracts, policies. What we got going on here? I see some people enrolling their children into certain courses or programs. Oh, yikes. What the fuck is that? And I also see... like, even if you're not doing it right now, some of you guys might be doing that. It's like I'm seeing you taking action now to prepare for things that you're getting ready for in the near future. You know, so if you plan on moving in the next year, you're probably house hunting. You probably putting the money aside now. You're probably figuring out where you want to move. If you're someone who plans on traveling, you're probably looking at certain destinations, excursions, experiences that you want to do. You know what I mean? It's like being in the phase of preparing for new ventures that you want to obtain, or you're in that space now. Hold up. Spirit guys, how has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? The Page of Cups. You got 2 pages out here with the 8 of Cups. Fire signs, people are going to be very open to you moving forward because 3 of Wands, they see where you're going. Some of you guys I'm hearing have stood the test of time. Proof is in the progress. You have exemplified, big word. You have exemplified someone who with the 3 of Wands has a future for themselves. And you need to be careful about stowaways. You need to be careful about people trying to hop on your wagon. I'm hearing it in a different way too. Can y'all figure it out? Anyway, 8 of Cups, the Fool card with the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you need to be careful about people who want to keep you in certain environments, certain situations, or certain mindsets because they see where you can go and you might not benefit them anymore, or they might not be able to, same thing, benefit off of you anymore, or they won't have your presence around. They won't be able to interact with you anymore. So you know what's coming to mind. And I'm not sure if some of you guys have been through this. This is like having a friend or being in a relationship where the person kind of treats you like average. They treat you a little like they treat you like let's say you're a little dorky and you know you like to break out in song from time to time or break out in a little dance. They be like, the fuck you doing? Like they try to clown you for being your authentic self. You know what I mean? They try to clown your intentions or your goals or your aspirations and tell you, you know, what you should be doing or what you should be focusing on, or try to tell you how to be. Please make sure that you are not keeping people like that around, because when they see that being you is getting you somewhere, Strength card, standing in your personality, your beliefs, your values, your morals is getting you somewhere, their tune is going to change, or they're going to try to make you feel, what's the word I'm looking for? They've always been on your team. They've always seen the star or the glow in you. Like, I'm gonna be honest, some of y'all got people who stop being cool with you, stop being around you, stop interacting with you, but now they want to come back because of the Three of Wands. You did something with your life. Hey, stranger. Just please. So far, we have fellow fire sign energy out here. So it could be from other fire signs, or fire signs could be doing this. And we have Gemini and Pisces. Spirit guys, how has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? Eight of Cups with the King of Cups. Excuse me. Yeah. So for some of you guys, could have happened with the Gemini, Pisces, heavy on the Pisces, okay? Strong air, strong water. I see when some of you guys decide to really let somebody go, all right, they walk away from you. They walk away from you, you fly off. It's like, I'm going to double it every time. Every time you decide you want to abandon me or turn your back on me, girl, trust me, you'll never see me again, all right? Yeah, 9 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. You have no home here. 9 minus 4 equals 5 of Wands, especially if somebody becomes too expensive once they start costing you your peace, all right? And the 5 of Wands for me can also represent people having some sort of animosity towards you, or seeing you as some sort of competition, seeing you as someone that they have to, like I said, compete with. They'll try to do things, the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups, make you feel little, make you feel like nobody else is going to want you like how they want you, make you feel like this is your only option. It's like, let me simultaneously tell you that you're great while telling you you're not all that. But because I'm telling you that you're great, it should be enough for you to recognize that I recognize your greatness. You know, it's a mind fuck. It really is. And a lot of you guys are realizing I don't have to be what you think I am. I don't have to reach as high as you think I should reach. You know what I mean? Like, you're not letting other people's opinions or standards be your opinions and standards. If you want more or better for yourself, you're gonna do just that. You're gonna go get it, right? You're not just gonna settle. Or fire signs, hear me out. Hear me out. If you're wanting more for yourself, you gotta stop. You gotta be willing to take criticism. You know what I mean? You gotta be willing to open your mouth. You know, don't get fed if it's closed. All right. Whenever you need help, whenever you don't know what you're doing, you got to be willing to receive that and not just be like, no, I got it. Okay. How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? Hello again, Aries. 2 of Wands with the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, you know, I just heard a lot of you guys are starting to assess the risk early on regarding your own ventures, your own pursuits, your own investments, and certain relationships. The Lovers card. You realizing you keep it strict around here. Nobody gonna play in your fucking face. Whenever you make it hard to get over on you, you don't get over on. People don't try you whenever they see that the first fuck up, they out of here. Don't let me get a whiff of it. You're gone. 3 plus 2 equals 5 of Wands. With the 3 and the 2 of Wands out here, you're realizing that acting in that way, disciplining yourself in that way, and managing connections like that keeps you away from bullshit. It keeps you away from people mind fucking you. 4 of Pentacles. Nah, I don't go where I gotta silence myself. Especially when I want to speak common sense. No. That's dangerous. Dangerous work. Spirit guys, how has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? How has this New moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs. In regards to the love department, because I do see that strong out here, we have the Lovers and the Page of Cups. Some of you guys had the strength to leave people or a person who tried to, look at this. Who is this? Breadcrumb Brenda? Are you kidding me? Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the Page of Cups. People want to give you the least but expect the most out of you. And they're stupid. They're stupid to think that of you. Eight of Cups. No, you can go. Or bye-bye, I'm going to go. Strength card. I can do that. I'm not scared to walk away from any situation that is not fulfilling me. Three of Wands and the Two of Wands. I will go elsewhere. All right. So some of y'all didn't stay in that relationship to where somebody here wanted to give you half-ass passion, half-ass emotional connection, half-ass stability. Are you kidding? Girl, I don't even see the Page of Swords out here, so do they even communicate? Fuck that. It's like you realizing, girl, I'd be better off somewhere else or with somebody else. Eight of Cups. And you're also realizing whenever you're someone who, you know, is not okay with crumbs, some people won't want to stick around you, all right? Whenever you're someone who requires more out of people, then, you know, I'm not a at least type of bitch. Don't ever say that around me. I'm not a bare minimum type of, don't expect me to apply mediocrity. Please don't. Once people realize that they're not going to be able to get away with just kicking the can around you, they're going to get away from you. They're going to get away from you. Last card. How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all fire signs? But also remember, strength card, you have to have it in you to walk away from certain situations that try to do you like that. And you also have to realize whenever you are doing that to yourself. Excuse me. I'm hearing, you know, I just heard you're performing subpar on many levels. Make sure you're not doing that or continuing to do that. Eight of Pentacles. You know, this is my grinding card with the King of Wands. Oh, hi, man. I don't think I've seen any players. How y'all doing? Yeah, Eight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. It's like when you're not afraid to walk away from what you've built, what you invested time, effort, and energy into, it's because of the strength card. You know you can do it somewhere else. Put me anywhere on God's green earth. I'm going to triple my worth because I will not lose. A lot of you guys can sell water to a well, you know, ice to a penguin. A lot of you guys, you're able to make it work wherever you go. So when it, you know, I'm hearing when time is up for you and you realize a certain situation isn't feeding you like that anymore, it isn't fulfilling you, let's go ahead and start making plans. A lot of you guys have this in regards to a living situation, romance, certain relationships, your goals, your work situation. You either putting pen to pad, figuring out what you want to do over these next coming days, weeks, months, and or rest of the year or years. I don't know how long it's gonna take, girl. This is your thing, right? Well, you're actively doing what's necessary to bring in these new seasons, these new ventures, these new chapters in life. Or you playing it, I can't even really say safe, girl. You ain't going nowhere. We know it's safe. We know you ain't hopping off the porch. Nah, but I'm playing. But it's like I see some people here, you know, they gonna stay small. They're going to stay small until they're forced to have to go somewhere else. Please don't be forced out of nowhere, okay? They need me to go, but I don't want to leave. You don't want to be like that. You don't want to have to be forced out of things whenever you already knew it was your time to leave, all right? Signs out here, Gemini, Pisces, and Virgo. Yeah. There's strong fire sign energy out here too, so fire sign.